Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and this is my match preview of Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Chelsea in the English Premier League, but also I literally want to talk about a few little updates that have happened recently in regards to Wolves and some thoughts and views on that. With my match prediction as well, and I want to leave your match prediction for us below and who you think is going to get the first scorer. That's all coming up next. Hey guys, so the game, Chelsea this week, pretty important game, and I'm going to come on to that. But before I get on to that, obviously some news that Fosun International have sponsored the Sir Jack Hayward training ground in Compton. I think that's quite a significant way of getting money into the club. It's worked elsewhere with the likes of Manchester City. They're going to get a lot of rights, such as like access to the players and stuff like that. Not that they wouldn't be able to get access to the players and all of that stuff anyway, being our owners, but it is actually putting the Fosun name officially as a main sponsor of part of the club at the training ground. So I'm not really sure how many millions of pounds that's worth, but I'm sure it's worth a little bit, and obviously it matches up with the Fosun wellness and all that sort of jazz, but it's a good way of getting money into the club, so that's a positive, and it shows Fosun's commitment to Wolves. Another thought that's been going around, a lot of people have been, I've seen quite a few people really starting to get a little bit stressed. I think we're all a bit stressed at the moment. A few people are starting to question Nuno. I've seen other YouTubers that have brought that up, and you know, it's a topic that I suppose should be brought up, but my view is at the moment Nuno is the man. He has taken us from, you know, a team that was just above the Championship relegation zone and moulded a side that plays fantastic football, stormed to the Championship, had a great start. We've had some great days with him, and this is the first sticky patch that he has had. It's a young side, it's a side that's developing, it's a side that's learning, it's a side that has got to learn a lot from what's been happening recently. Obviously we're all down, especially emotional after a game, and it is 6 matches now without a win, 1 point in 18. But it is my belief that Wolves will come through this as a stronger side. The old saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. More than any other time, our leader, head coach Nuno Espirito Santo, needs the fans. The team needs the fans. We need to keep with them through this adversity as one pack. The pack starts running off in different directions. We stop the unity, and I think the biggest thing that we can do, especially over the next 2 games, Chelsea at home, Newcastle away, and I think we've got Bournemouth after that, is we have to stay united, we have to stay positive, we have to keep the belief, keep the faith. We're still in a good position, and let's make sure, this is my call, to make sure that everyone really gets behind the side. The away support at the weekend was shouting Nuno's name at the end, and that was fantastic. So Nuno, if you're watching this, we're still behind you, we still believe in you, and you will come through this. And I know if you're a player that's watching it, you're going to do everything that you can in your powers to make us get through this, and we will be strong and we will push on. That's my little thought. So moving on to the game itself. So Chelsea have actually won their last 4 meetings against Wolves with an aggregate score of 13-1. So they have a decent record. We seem to be playing teams that have a decent record against us recently. Wolves' only solitary victory against the Blues actually since 1983 was a Premier League game at Molineux, which was on January the 5th, 2011, and it was someone called Joey Bosangwa own goal. If you remember that own goal, leave a note below. If we lose to Chelsea, it will be 4 consecutive defeats at Molineux in a row. The last time we did that was October 2016. Hopefully we'll get at least a point. If Chelsea do not concede a goal against Wolves, it'll be the first time under the new manager that they've gone successive games keeping a clean sheet. The Londoners have also only lost 1 of their previous 13 away games against newly promoted sides. Eden Hazard has actually been directly involved in one way or another of 12 of Chelsea's goals this season, scoring 7 and assisting in 5. Only Raheem Sterling has a better ratio than that with 14. So in terms of team selection, well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Neves is suspended for this game, so he's picked up the booking, so we've got no Neves. He's out. Will he change the formation? I don't think so. Who will he bring in place of Neves? Will it be Morgan Gibbs-White? Will it be Saiss? Or will he start Saiss and Morgan Gibbs-White? Will he save Moutinho and Neves for the Newcastle game coming up? I don't know. It's an interesting one. Who would you play in midfield? In terms of the centre backs, you know, Cody and Bolly are given. Saiss came in at right centre back for the last game. He did all right, to be fair. Bennett, do you think he'll come back in? And the big question is, where is Dendoncker? What's happened to Dendoncker? It's the big question that most Wolves fans want an answer to, and it would be lovely to try and get some light on that. He's come in, we've got 12 million fee for him that we're paying in the summer. He's played 2 games in the Cup, and he's been on the bench a few times, but he's not started or been involved in any Premier League goals. He's a Belgium international. Obviously, when he came back, apparently he was unfit, but Nuno has said that we've got a fully... So is there something going on there? I don't know. Does anyone know anything? Has anyone seen Dendoncker? What's happening with Dendoncker? Would you love to see him getting into the side, either in the position that Saiss or Bennett's played, or in the midfield in the middle of the park? Would you like to see a change of formation? There's, you know, playing maybe someone in front of the back, playing a 4 at the back, maybe a Saiss type or Cody in front of the back 4 with Moutinho and Gibbs-White, Jimenez, the wing backs, and another, maybe a Jota up front. Be interesting. That would be quite an interesting. I think it is fair to say we do need another option in terms of formation. Chelsea's probably going to be a game where they're going to basically stack their hand against us and think, right, well, you know, we're going to play our game. We're not going to change our system to play you like the likes of Huddersfield and Cardiff and stuff have done. Overloaded the midfield, strangled our creativity. So maybe it's not the game that is going to change it at, but it'd be interesting to see what you think. So it's hard to say what the starting lineup will be. I like to see Morgan giving a real good go. It's kind of a free hit. It's the sort of game that Wolves have played well in. When we've played the better teams, we've had more space, we've done well, but we are going to miss Neves' vision. But Morgan does manage to pick out some nice little passes as well, so we'll see on that. So in terms of score prediction, my Wolves beating heart is going to say that we're going to win the game. We're going to play amazingly well. We're going to have our chances. We're going to put most of them in the back of the net. We're going to have a bit of luck when it matters, and we're going to win the game. And the crowd are going to be amazing. It's going to be a fantastic night, and everything's going to be right in the world, and we're going to move on from this point. Thank you, we've learned a lot from that, and move on. My head, on the other hand, goes, well, it's Chelsea. They're a very strong side. They've got multi-talented players, very experienced players in their ranks. They will be coming to Wolves fancying a good win, and they could turn us over a few goals if we're not careful. But I hate to say predict a defeat, so my head's going to go with a draw, and my negative thoughts are not going to even come out because I tried to be positive. So Wolves win 3-1, Jimenez to score an hat-trick, and to draw it'll be 1-1. So that's where I'm going. What do you think the score will be? Who do you think the first goal scorer is going to be? Leave your comments below. Score prediction, first goal scorer, and if you get it right, you've got a chance of being picked out to be on my reaction vlog. And also shoot over to my Instagram and enter the competition over there as well. So yeah, well, thanks ever so much for watching. As I said before, guys, we have got to more than ever now, stick behind the side, stick behind the players, show them the belief, and they will reward us with performances. We cannot get on their backs and let them start losing confidence and dropping their heads. We've really got to give them the encouragement more than ever now. There's a thing, isn't there, a great poem, Footsteps, where basically two people are walking along the sand, and then it goes to one footsteps, and the other person says, but you deserted me when it was in trouble. And he said, because there's only one lot of footsteps. He said, that's the time when I carried you. And that's what we need. We need to carry the team on to success. Come on.